Good evening, guys. This is Harish, and welcome to Kotak Securities. Uh, um, Today we will be in this webinar. Today we are going to cover what is KST. How do you use KST for your better trading experience and better trading decisions? So that is what we are going to cover for next 1 hour. Okay, so I have with me Gaurav as well. So we both will take you through different aspects or different features of KST. Okay, that is so I'll just share my screen. 1 second. Okay, so in order to subscribe to KST, what you need to do is you just have to go on our website. That's www.kotaksecurities.com. Okay, and how do you log into Key? There's no subscription fee involved in this. You can directly log in by going to our website. That's kotaksecurities.com. Go to account login over here and then log into trade. Okay, so once you click on this, you will see this screen coming up. Okay, so this is our KST screen, which will definitely help you to take your trading decisions. Okay, so I will take you a feature wise feature. We are going to, like, in this presentation or in this webinar, we are going to cover feature wise feature, how you can use it in order to enhance your trading decisions. Okay, so this is the screen. Okay, now once you go on dashboard, you will see, I'll just take you through different dashboards, like different uh, icons which you can use it. Okay, so first is your watch list. Okay, so watch list is what basically you intend to add in your portfolio, or it's a watch list basically. So I have different watch lists like recent, gold ETF, SMO, and so on. So how do I create my watch list? I just click on add, click on stock, whatever stock I want to add, the TCS, and TCS would be added over here. So this is how you add a stock in your watch list. Okay, so you can either create your own watch list. Also, there are predefined watch list as well. So in case if you don't want to go to your created watch list, however, you want to go to a predefined watch list, you can directly go to predefined watch list. Okay, and over here you can see NSE equity, BSE equity, NSE options, futures, options. Guys who trade in only options and who want only option strike prices to be seen on the screen, you can select that. So once you do that, you will see all the options coming up. All right, so NSE options. In case if you want to see stocks which are there only in equities, so you want only NSE equity ka watch list, you can do that. Okay, and from here, good part from this watch list itself, you can do a buy sell, or probably in case if you want to do a charting thing, you can do from here itself, right? So that's the beauty of this product. So predefined watch list from here, as I said, you can do a buy or a sell from here. Else, if you, in case if you want to see a chart, you can do that as well. So we'll definitely cover this like once we go ahead. Okay, so you can, but yes, you can do a buy sell from here, and you can see charts as well. All right, so this is your predefined watch list. So NSE equity, BSE equity, in case if you want to see NSE futures, so all the stocks which are there in futures, all those will come over here. All right, so from here you can again do a buy sell. All right, next option is stocks in news. This is a beautiful feature which we have launched. Okay, uh, whatever stocks and whatever news is there on that particular stock, this will reflect over here. All right, so today, like, you will see UBS Security Limited, that they are saying something that India will remain among fastest growing economy, and then once you click on this, it will open up. All right, so you have all the news pertaining to stock markets, you can say, right? Second would be sector performance. So in case if you want to see sector performance today, which stocks are doing good, which stocks have fared well, or probably stocks have fallen, or which sector is doing good, you can definitely click on over sector performance, and you can see from here. So either you can click on NSE or BSE in case if I want to see which stocks did well, or probably which stock did not do well today. You can just select NSE, BSE, and from here you can select. So in case today you can see pharma, Nifty Pharma was down by 1.28%. Nifty Reality was down by 1.64%. However, Nifty Auto was up by 0.71%. Now in case in pharma, you want to see that which stocks were down. So you just need to click on this. So you will see stocks, the name of the stocks will reflect over here. Today, Lupin was down by minus 2.229%. PEL was down by minus 1.94%, and so on and so forth. Biocon was up by 1.91%. So you can do sector specific, and then in sector, in case if you want to see which stocks were up or down, you can go from here. So sector performance, probably NSE or BSE. In case if I want to do NSE, and today if I want to see Nifty Auto, that was up by 0.71%. So once I need to click my cursor on, bring my cursor on that, and once I click on that, I will see all the auto stocks which were up. So 1 second, will just pop up. Yeah. So TVS Motor was up by 0.22%. Biggest winner was Maruti today. That was up by 2.79%, followed by Tata Motors and MRF. So these are the auto stocks which were up today. Okay. So how you can go sector performance, select NSE or BSE. In case if I want to do, generally like people do NSE. So in case if I want to do NSE, select the exchange, that is NSE, and then select the sector. Okay. So this is about sector performance. Now equities. Now I want to see for Nifty 50. Okay. And I want to break it for price gainer, like which are the stocks which were gainers today. So these are the stocks which were gainers, like SBI Life, Maruti, and so on and so forth. All right. Depending on that, suppose if I want to see which were the losers of today. So these are the stocks which were losers. So you in Nifty 50, you will see all the stocks which were either gainers, losers, active 52-week stocks which were hitting 52-week high. So Maruti, M&M, and Tata Motors were the stocks which were hitting 52-week high. All right. Similarly, if you want to see stocks which were hitting 52-week low, in fact, there were no stocks in Nifty 50 which were hitting 52-week low. Now, if I want to see volume buzzer, these are the stocks which had highest volumes. So SBI Life has 28.63 lakhs volume, Maruti 23.77 lakhs, and so on and so forth. All right. So this is how you can use this equity dashboard. Similarly, in futures, if you want to see today, you want to see price gainers. In case if you want to see which were the stock which had probably highest long built up. So long built up is basically what stock which has a biased positive, like there is a lot of buying that is happening in the stock. That is what a long built up is. So these are the stocks which had a long built up, and probably it's not a ground rule, but generally traders how they use this facility is whenever there is a long built up, they tend to buy the stock for BTST. Probably BTST is nothing but buy today and sell tomorrow. All right. So whenever there is a long built up that is happening in stock, that means there is a buying that is happening in the stock. All right. So these are the stocks which encountered long built up today. Okay. Similarly, in case my view is bearish and I want to see which are the stock which encountered short built up, I will go and see short built up over here. So these are the stocks which had a highest short built up today, and the likelihood of these stocks going down is very high. All right. So this is a way, probably this is a thing which probably can be used for short-term traders who want to see which stock encountered long built up, short built up, long unwinding, short covering, or else if you want to see rollovers, you can see rollovers as well. In case if you want to see which are the stocks which probably had most active stocks, so these are the stocks or index which was most active, and so on and so forth. All right. So you go to futures, and depending on your choice, you can select the tab. All right. Similarly, in case if you want in options, if you want to see which was the strike which has the highest active calls. So Apollo Hospital 5500 call encountered the highest, it was the highest active call today, and percentage wise change, in case if you want to see, it was 1052.85%, a whooping 1052%. All right. Similarly, Maruti call 155 price and 45.61%. So these are the stocks which were the most active calls. In case if you want to see, because the markets were down, probably you want to see which were the active puts. So 530 ka put was the most active, followed by Reliance, SBI, and so on and so forth. So this is how you can probably decide. You can like see and decide on yourself. You don't need any technical or fundamental thing. You just go to this tab and probably see which were the active puts or calls, or probably spurt in IV. IV is nothing but implied volatility or fall in IV. So in case if you want to see which were the stocks which encountered fall in IV, then these are the stocks which had a fall in IV. All right. Technical we will try to cover when we move ahead in this session. All right, and Gaurav will take care of that. So this is about dashboard. So dashboard is nothing but it will help you. You can like there are multiple things. So in case if you want to see any stock in news or sector performance, equities, futures, options, you can definitely go to dashboard, and on the left hand side you can select the desired tab. All right. So next would be watch list. Now, watch list is nothing but the stocks which you want to add, which you like, or probably you have in your portfolio, and you want to add it in your portfolio, or and you want to keep a track on a daily basis quickly, right? So you can create either your own watch list, or probably there is a predefined watch list as well. All right. So how do I create a watch list? I just click on this plus button. So once I click on watch list, I click on this plus button. All right. So once I click, it will ask me for my name, watch list name. So I'll just type in my name over here, and I can save my watch list. So once I save it, it says successfully created, and accordingly I can add stocks as well. So how do I add stocks in my watch list? Just click on plus button, and you need to click a symbol. So TCS is what I want to add in my watch list. There you see. So you can TCS is added in my watch list. So from watch list itself, I can do a buy sell. If I want to see a chart, I can go on this chart icon, and I can see, I just need to click on this and a chart will open. The reason I'm not doing it because Gaurav is going to cover this chart, this thing. So that's the reason I'll not show this. Okay. So this is how you create your watch list. I think my colleague, I will hand over to Gaurav now, and he will further explain you how do you play with your charts as well. So over to you, Gaurav. Thank you.
Thank you, Harish. So I will just start sharing my screen. Harish, can you just stop sharing your screen right now? Yeah. So hi everyone, my name is Gaurav Shresht, and Harish have covered the dashboard demo and the watch list part. So once you have entered the stock in your watch list, what the next step is that you have to analyze the stock, and you have to make a decision whether to buy and sell and when to buy and sell. And for this, the most important thing is to read the chart and to analyze the chart. Okay. So basically what the charts will do, it will help you to see the price action, historical price action, and you can add many indicators and support and resistance in the chart, and by doing that you will be able to predict the future price movement. So how you can open charts and how you can enter the indicator, I will just show you the demo of that part. So this is the watch list which you can see in your screen right now. There are three ways basically to open the chart. One, which the Harish have just have given you the demo, that on the right hand side of a sell button, you can see the chart symbol. You can click on that and you can open a chart. This is the one way. Another is the top button, which you can see. You can click on a chart button and you can open the chart from there itself. The third is from the dashboard, where you can see the chart on the right hand side. Okay. So once you open a chart, this kind of a thing will open up. Okay. By default, it will always open up the 1 minute chart of whichever stock you have opened. So for a demo purpose, I have opened the Nifty 50 chart right now. So let's suppose I want to change my time frame. So from 1 minute, I can click and I can change it to 15 minutes, to 1 hour, or to 1 day. I can go at max 1 month also. So what will happen in a 1 month? Basically, each candle will represent 1 month of a period. So the last candle that you can see, this represent the entire November month price action of a Nifty month contract. Okay. Similarly, I can go with the for the daily time frame also. In a daily time frame, each candle will represent a daily price action of a stock or a future contract. And if I go with a lower time frame, 15 minutes or 10 minutes, each candlestick will represent the 15 minutes or 10 minutes time frame. Okay. Now, once I've added the once I've selected the time frame, the next step is to add the indicators. So we have all the major indicator available in our charting facility. So just for a demo purpose, I will add the RSI, relative strength index. So as you can see, the RSI has been added at the bottom. Okay. Regarding the candlestick, by default, it will be a normal candlestick, but you can change it. You can change it to bar, to line. You can even select Heikin-Ashi candlestick, which have a less noise and more clear trend indication. Okay. So as you can see in a Heikin-Ashi candle, you can see whenever the bullish movement start, it's goes on for a long time. And similarly, the bearish movement, it's easier to predict the trend. So you have all the facilities available, whether it's a normal candle, whether it's a bar, line chart, Heikin-Ashi, or volume chart. So apart from adding the indicators and a different kind of an candlestick, you can also use tools such as trend line, uh, or support and resistance. You can draw that. You can also add text in the charting facility. So these are basically, just to give you in brief, entire facilities which is required for a trader, for a trading perspective. All the features are available for a charting. Moving on to the next point. In a dashboard, there are few things which we have to cover. So first of all, the screener which you can see at the bottom of a chart. So what the screener does basically, it's give you an alert, a kind of an alert whenever a support or resistance is breaking or has broken down. So to give an example of a resistance, let's suppose if I've selected resistance breakout and Nifty and I click on a fresh data. So what happens? Any stock which has broken the RSI or R1 or R2, that information will come up, and at the right hand side you can be able to see the time for the same. Okay. Uh, Similarly, I can select support breakdown and click on a fresh data. In a support breakdown, any stock which are in a bearish momentum right now, that will show up. So you can see the bearish momentum sign over here. So Sun Pharma today has broken down and the support level was 790.5. Like this, we have around 7 parameters, which is pivot breakout, resistance breakout, support breakdown, day high and day low, 52-week high and low, gap up, gap down, VWAP watch, volume watch. Okay, and we can run this screener in different index. So Nifty is one of the index. You can also select, or you can also run the screener in Nifty 500, Nifty IT, BSE 500, or whatever a particular index you want to run into it. Okay. Another point related to a technical is on the left hand side, you can see a technical button. So the moment you click into it, you will see this kind of an option open up at the top. Again, you can select an index. Okay. So I'm opening BSE IT and you can select a parameter. So you have two major parameters. One is the bullish breakout, another is the bearish breakout. Okay. So if I select a bullish breakout, these are the two stocks which will come up right now. Similarly, for the bearish breakout, these are the stocks which will come. So depending on the index and the parameter, the stock will show up at a screener. There is also an option of a golden crossover and a death crossover. So the chart that we have just seen, if the stock is, if the 50-day moving average is crossing about a 200-day moving average of a particular stock, then that particular stock will show up in a golden crossover. Similarly, vice versa, if a 50-day moving average is crossing below the 200-day moving average, it will show in a death crossover. So these are the two main features which is available in the screener, in a technical screener part. Then you have overbought and oversold stock. If there is any stock which is in a overbought or oversold zone, then it will show up in the overbought and oversold. So these are the things related to a technical part in a dashboard. So I've covered the charts and the dashboard technical part. Moving to a market section. In the market section, you can see there's various options: overview, heat map, market, and calendar. Okay. So starting with the heat map option, heat map basically what it does, it shows you the entire the rates of a stock of a particular index. So what you can see right now in your front of your screen is the Nifty 50 index and the different price movement of a stock of this 50 stock which are there in the Nifty 50. So as you can see, most of the stock today has ended in the red zone. So you can see the red symbol, and some of the stock which are in there in the green, which had the bullish momentum today. So they are in the green color. You can also change, or you can also sort it alphabetical wise or in the percentage, and you can also view it by the change of a price or a volume or a delivery. And of course, you can change the index itself, whether you want to see the heat map of the Nifty 50 or any other industry. So let's suppose if I only want to check the banking stock today, so I will just have to select the banking stock, and automatically I will get an heat map of a banking stock. So overall, there are around like 7 stock today uh, who had the bullish movement in the banking stock, and the rest of them had a bearish movement. So this is how you can use the heat map just to get an quick overview of the market or a particular index. In the market, the another thing are the summaries, sectors, and screener, and advance and decline. So I will quickly cover all of them. So starting with the summary point. So at the top, again, you will have an option to select an index or a industry. So I'm selecting a banking industry. So in the banking industry, you can see in banking industry in NFC, the top 5 gainer, top 5 loser, top 5 most active stock, and other details are given at the bottom. So basically, again, just like a heat map for a particular sector, you can get an entire kind of a summary, a quick view in the market section under summary. The second option is the sectors. So once you go in the sector, you will be able to see a kind of a heat map, but this will be a kind of an horizontal view where the different sector will be mentioned on the left hand side. The price and the percentage change will be mentioned in the center. Again, you can go and you can select the particular sector, and you can see the different price or different stock which has gone up and down in the banking industry or in the any other industry that you want to see it. The next is the screener, which is a very interesting point. Just like the screener that we have covered in the dashboard, it has the same logic. The only thing is that the view is different over here. Under market, when you go to the screener, you will get the entire screener in a one page itself. So at the top, you can see support and resistance watch, where any pivot point breakout, the message will pop up and it will come and it will get updated on a live basis. So let's suppose if the Ajmera stock is crossing the pivot of 317.33, so that message will pop up automatically over here. You just have to refresh the page once in a while, and that's it. You will get an entire live update of any stock which is breaking the support and resistance in this page. Similarly, if you go down, the other feature which we covered in the screener, even that feature will be available. So support and resistance and pivot point will be the first point. Then will be the volume watch, which is the second point, and the third will be the high and low and gap up and gap down watch. Last will be the volume watch section. So basically, in this page, whatever screener that we have seen on the first page, entire thing will be available on the one page itself. The only thing will be that you will have to scroll down from the right hand side. Also, you will have an option to expand the thing, and you can watch the entire thing on a separate page itself. Moving to the last part in the market section in equity, which is the calendar. So under calendar, what you can do is basically you can watch all the corporate action which is about to come in the next week time. Okay. So event in that you can also, there are subdivision available. So either you can just select the entire corporate action, or you can select a particular option. So let's suppose I only want to see the dividend, which is about to come in the next week. I only have to select a dividend, and that's it. The dividend, the entire list of dividend will come over here. Similarly, if I don't want to see the corporate action, but I want to see the result, I can have to click on a result, and that's it. The result option will come up over here. So as you can see, the result option have come up. So these are the point which is very interesting under the markets equity section. They are also available. Similar kind of a feature is also available in the FNO, the market. So for this, I will hand over to the Harish, and Harish will take you over for the FNO part. So Harish, I'm just stopping the screen. You can share yours.
Thanks, Gaurav. So a very interesting topic again. Under markets, you have seen that you can cover, you can see equity with different heat map, summary, and so on and so forth. For FNO traders, you can definitely go to Watchlist. Okay, sorry, markets. Under markets, you can go to, second. Okay, the first tab is overview page. Okay, so you can see over here like an overview of the entire market, right? So if in case if you want to see sector specific, suppose bank nifty, what is happening with bank nifty, or what is the, hello? Yeah, I've shared it. 1 second. Now can you see this? Super. Okay. I'm sorry, I was told that probably my screen was not visible, so I'll just start over. So under markets, Gaurav has covered equities. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover with regards to FNO. Okay, so once you click on markets and FNO, you go to overview. All right. Now, suppose if you want to see this is an overview today, is like what has happened in the market today. So all long built up. In case if you want to see stocks which encountered long built up, like initially I told you, in case if there is a long built up, the likelihood of the stock going up tomorrow is really high. So these are the stocks which encountered long built up, right? So you can assume, there is no fixed guarantee as such, but you can assume that probably the stocks may go up, right, tomorrow. And in case if you want to see detailed view about any specific stocks, suppose Apollo Hospitals, and in case if I want to see a detailed view over here, I just need to click on detailed view, and you will see a detailed view over here, like market data, traded volume, number of shares, open interest, change in open interest premium, charts, 15 minutes built up chart, and so on and so forth. All right, there you go. So you can see percentage change, open, high, low. So you can see from there itself, from market itself, you can do that. All right. So you go to overview. Now these are the stocks which encountered long built up. Now in case if I want to see which are the stocks which probably incurred an highest OI, all right, in bank nifty probably. So OI, if you see, these are the stocks which had the highest OI today. So similarly, you can see like there are different tabs that is available. So depending on your choice, probably depending on your trading decisions, you can select the tab and probably you will get the desired results. So in case if I want to see the stocks which encountered high volume today, so I just select the volume tab, and probably I'll get the stocks which encountered a high volume. From those as well, in case if I want to see which were the stocks which encountered short covering, so AU Bank was the one which encountered short covering today. All right, so this is an overview page. Now option chain, guys, this is again very important. And 1 second. While it's loading, I just want to inform you that in options chain, you can definitely take your option chain to an Excel sheet. So there's an option tab called link to Excel. We got a lot of feedback that yes, we can download this option chain on link to Excel, but we are not able to trade from that Excel sheet. So guys, very soon we will buy or sell from this link to Excel as well. So very soon we'll have this feature. We have already like told our back office team, and they are working on it, and we may announce it that probably we have come up with this facility, right? So this is an option chain. In case if you want to see Nifty ka option chain, there you are. In case if you want to see stock specific option chain, in case if I want to see for TCS option chain, I just need to select the stock from here, and there you are. So I'll have a TCS option chain, wherein on the left hand side you will have all the calls, whereas in the right hand side you will have puts with your IV, net change, LTP, and so on and so forth. All right. So this will help you to take your trading decisions. You can see OI from here. So how do you use it? Generally, what happens is I'll just give you an idea. How do you use it? Okay. So you can see over here option OI of 1120950, which is the strike, that is 3500 ka strike price. So safely, this is a general assumption. There is no ground rule as such, but this is an assumption that 3500 ka call is encountered, has the highest OI, that is 1120, that is what 1,12,0950, right? Similarly, if I see put side, 1 second. 3400 has 47.3 the thing. So this is how you can use it, like OI. This is how you can probably, it will like not the support and resistance, but generally it can be used as a tool, wherein probably you can take your informed decision. Probably like in case if you're a seller of an option, probably you see that highest OI is on probably 35, and on the downside probably at say 3000. Then probably option sellers, what they do is they will probably sell 35 ka call and probably 3000 ka put. All right. So this is how you can use this OI to take your informed decisions, right? Similarly, in case if you want to see heat map, you want to see which are the stocks which are like long encountered, long built up, short coverings, long unwinding. Long unwinding is nothing but the positions which had a long position, but now they are getting wound up due to whatever reason. So and probably that's the reason the stock probably is coming down, or so on and so forth. All right. So in case if you want to see sector specific, bank nifty, capital goods, and Siemens. In case if I want to see which are the stocks which encountered long built up, so uh, uh, which has a highest open interest. 1 second. It's not coming. We'll do bank nifty. So PNB is the stock which encountered open interest, high open interest. Okay. So this is how you can see. In case if I want to see which stocks had the highest volume, so PNB had a highest volume of 62.15%. All right. And I can see the detailed view as well. So that's about heat map. Summary, again, you want to see which were the stocks percentage wise, which were the price gainers, price losers, volume gainers, and so on and so forth. So it's similar to what Gaurav just covered about summary. Top 5% discount, the stocks which had probably 5% premium, OI losers, and so on and so forth. All right. Similarly, I can select for options as well. In case if I want to see in options which are the stocks probably which has like which were the most active calls today. So you will see like there'll be like stocks, 5 stocks which were most active today. So Apollo Hospital, Maruti, Apollo Hospital, 5600 ka strike price. So again, this is 200 ka call encountered highest, most active calls today. Similarly, if I want to see for puts, Tata Motors 530 ka puts was the highest, like it was the most active. Similarly, in case if I want to see total 5% like OI gainers today, LTTS, Bsoft, and so on and so forth. Okay. If I want to see FIs and DIs activities, I just need to click on markets and FIs and DIs activities. I can see for month wise, like in which month FIs were the buyers or sellers, and you can accordingly decide like which probably it is considered that when once FIs buys in the market, probably markets go up, right? But there is no ground rule as such. So FIs activity, in case if you want to see August, they were the highest buyers, 43,000, sorry, November as well, 46,099, right? This is in derivatives and equity. So there is a breakup as well. Similarly for DIs, these are the net sellers basically. In case if you want to see any unusual activity that is happening in the market, so it can be anything like an X bonus, any stocks which is going X bonus, X dividend, or if there is a stock split or so on and so forth, you can in case if you want to see the any advanced decline ratio over here, you can click on advanced decline ratio. You will come to know what is the advanced decline ratio that is happening with individual capital goods or probably cement, or in case if you want to like do it with price gainers or volume gainers or OI gainers, you can select your you can select your desired tab and probably you can do it. All right. In case if you're interested in global indices, because traders generally see what are global indices and accordingly they take decisions, so you can go to global indices tab and you can see like what Dow closed yesterday. Similarly, Nasdaq closed 120 points up, Nikkei was down by 119 points, and so on and so forth. So you go to markets and you go to global indices and option calculator. This again we are working on it, and we'll very soon have this feature advanced. But option calculator is nothing but you come to know what is the grix with regards to Nifty or probably specific stock. So in case if you want to see what is the grix for Nifty 18 November, 15,900 ka strike price, which spot price is say 16,000. Basically we are working on it. So implied volatility 14, rate of interest, I'll keep it as say 7% and submit. So if I want to see what is the grix for this particular strike price is 18,000 strike, like 15,900 ka strike price. So this is the grix. Delta is 1, gamma is 0, theta minus 3.04, vega 0, and rho is nothing but interest. So 0.4355. So this is how you can find out an individual stock ka grix as well, individual strike ka grix. All right. So this is the tab markets FNO, and under FNO you can go to different tabs and learn yourself. All right. So that's about from me, and I'll hand over to Gaurav. Gaurav.
Yeah, thank you, Harish. And we are receiving many questions from you guys. So just want to clear that this is not a one-way presentation. We will take all of your question. Okay, there are just last few points which I have to cover, and after that we will start taking all your question. So in case you guys anyway have any question, you can just put it in the chat box, and we will take most of the question, as much question as possible. Okay, so there are last few things which I have to cover. Basically the news and the research section. So I will quickly cover both of them, and then we will start with our Q&A part. So I hope all of you can see my screen right now. So Harish and me have covered the market section, everything, watch list and dashboard. Now coming to the news section, it's a very interesting point, an interesting feature which has in a TST. In news, what you can do basically, you can just get the entire stream of a live news in one page. Okay, so let's suppose if you want to get the entire live stream news of a equity, you just have to go to the news, click on the equity section, and this page will open up. So it will have basically three main function or three main subsection. One will be the latest news, another will be the streaming news on the left hand at the top side, and at the bottom left you will have a corporate announcement. So the most important will be the latest news. Okay. In latest news, what you have to do basically is you can sort it on the basis of sentiment, and you can also sort it on the basis of the kind of a news which has come. So in a sentiment means if you want to see the negative news, that's negative sentiment news, you just have to click on the negative sentiment, and it will just show the negative news or whatever the negative news related to any particular stock. Similarly, if you want to go with the positive sentiment for the bullish stock, you can click on a positive sentiment, and all the latest news which has a positive sentiment for a stock, that will show up in the latest news section. Similarly, if you want to, see the news basis on a particular news, let's say on a product launch or on a rating or on a basis of expansion, so you can click on that particular kind of whatever the section is, and you will get a news only related to that thing. So let's suppose I want to see the news of earnings. Okay, so I'll click on earnings, and all the latest news regarding the earnings will show up in my screen. So we only have two news right now for the earnings, so that has shown up in the latest news section. At the top, you can see the transaction bulk deal and the recommendation overall from across the industry. And the left hand side, the news section, which you can see the streaming news, that is actually Twitter feeds, the Twitter news that comes up. So that can also be helpful for some of you who want all the latest market related news which comes in a Twitter. So you can click on that, and it will directly take you to the source page. At the bottom, as I said earlier, we will cover the corporate announcement. So any corporate announcement that will come, it will come at the left hand and the bottom side. So in the news, just on the equity line, you have a currency which has a similar kind of a UI. So nothing is different in equity and currency. The only difference is that equity will cover all the equity news, and the currency will cover all the currency related news. The third point is interesting, which Harish have also covered in a way, the global market. So global market rates have been covered in the market section, and the global markets news will be available under the news section. So you can see the index at the top, Dow Jones, Nikkei, S&P 500, SGX, and all. So any news related to that particular index will show up in the global market news under the news section. Under the My Portfolio news, any news for a stock which is there in your portfolio, that will show up. Okay. The last is a sentiment heat map, which we have already covered in our market section. So just on a basis of that, any sector which is bullish will show up in a green color, or the more green it is, then the more bullish the sector is. The red will show the bearish sector. Okay, I hope the new section is covered. Basically, the equity part is something which many of the client can use it or keep it open for the entire day. So instead of following up the news on a news channel, you can just keep up this page open up, and you can get the entire kind of a news which is required for your trading purpose. The last thing that we want to cover before taking your questions is the research section. Under research section, we have two main sections. One is the KSEC recommendation, and another is the equity research screener. So in KSEC recommendation, you will get all our recommendation. Under this, there are three main subsection, which is fundamental, technical, and derivative. The good thing is that you can execute your order from this page itself. The target price, the recommendation buy price, and the stop loss will be given in detail in this page itself. Under research section, the another section is the equity research, which has the screener. Okay, so screener, what does it does is that you can basically you can search a stock based on certain parameters. So let's suppose I want to search a stock which is fundamentally good. So there is different parameters are there. So let us just give you an example. I want to go in a blue chip stocks. Under blue chip stocks, I want to search a stock which has more than 3,000 crore market capitalization, whose PEG ratio is equal to 1 or less than 1, whose average growth is is more than 24 lakhs for the previous 5 years. Debt to equity ratio is less than 1.5, and interest coverage ratio is more than 2. So if I want to search a stock which fit in this parameter, what I can do, I can just open this blue chip screener, and it will automatically show up the list of stock which fulfill the parameter. Okay. Again, this is not a recommendation to buy and sell. This is just a list of stock which is fundamentally fulfilling the parameters which is given in the formula. Okay. Ultimately, you have to make your own buy and sell decision. So under research section, you can go to the screener. You can go to the income, quality, value, and growth. So each of the section will have further formulas, different kind of a formulas. So the first formula that we have seen was related to the income part. Similarly, we have a formula for the quality, and we have a formula for the value and growth as well. So you can go, you can check the different stock which are available in the screener, and then you can make a trading decision. After that, you can do your own analysis and you can make your own trading decision. So basically, the screener factor will help you make a better long-term trading decision. Just like the charts will help you for making a good short-term trading decision, a screener will help you to make a good or to select a good long-term stocks. Okay, so these are two things which I wanted to cover. Now I think we can start taking your Q&A section. So I will stop sharing my screen and we will start taking one by one all your Q&A. Okay, so Harish, first question I think is related to yours. Aditya have asked, what is OI? Open interest, I guess. Yeah.
So OI is nothing but an open interest, and open interest is basically buy less sell or vice versa. So in case if there is a high position wherein there is a buy or a sell, like suppose if two buy and three sell. Okay, so one is the OI basically. So five is the OI. I'm sorry. So that is how you like based on this OI. In case on the higher side, on the call side, if the OI is higher, that means you can consider that probably it is the level at which probably markets may not go up. Similarly, in case if the on the lower side, suppose if the stock is trading at say 3,000, okay, and 25 ka puts has an highest OI and 35 ka call has the highest OI, then in order to take your you can assume that probably the support is at 2500 and resistance is at 3500. So that is how an OI helps you to take your decisions.
Thank you, Harish. The next question is from Mr. Naresh. Naresh has asked, do you have a fundamental screener including a 10-year data on fundamental and price action? So Naresh, the price action or the screener that we have shown to you, we don't have a 10-year data fundamental screener. We have a set of formula, and any stock which will fulfill that particular formula will be shown in that screener. And also you cannot customize this. So whatever the formula has been set up, only that screener will only that only the stock which will fulfill that particular setup, only it will be shown in the screener page. We don't have a 10-year data on the fundamental and price action. In the chart, we do have. In the charts, you can go back and you can see the historical price action as back as you want to go. So if you want to go and see the 10-year back price action on a chart, that is available with us in the TradeSmart. Next question is I'm taking off Mr. Vinod Kumar. What is the idle timeout for charts and market watch? So there is no as such idle timeout. You can just keep it open. In case you are facing any issue, there might be an issue with the browser. Otherwise, there is no as such idle timeout thing for a chart or market watch. TradeSmart available for all the users. Rajkumar has this question. Yeah, Rajkumar. So TradeSmart is available for everyone. As Harish have shown earlier, you just have to log in. Go to our website, you have to log in and you can start using the TradeSmart terminal.
So I would like to add over here, Gaurav, I would like to add over here. So there are many brokers who are charging for this particular facility as well. So guys, this is absolutely free. You can just go to kotaksecurities.com and just click on login and select the second option, and you will be able to log in immediately, and you can use this TradeSmart facility. So it's absolutely free.
Okay, so Mr. Maniar have a question: how to change the index at the top exactly besides the search bar? So Mr. Maniar, you can change it. You just have to click on that particular index, the index or the Nifty, which you can see at the top of your screen. You just have to click on the Nifty, and it will, option will pop up, and you have to select whatever index you want to do it. And let's suppose you want to change Nifty with Bank Nifty, just select Bank Nifty, and Bank Nifty will show up. Vinit Jain have a suggestion actually, Hindi. So Vinit Jain will definitely look into it. Maybe in the future we will do a webinar in Hindi. Mr. PD have a suggestion. I have a question. Is this a recorded video available for this session? It should be, Mr. PD, in the YouTube channel. You should be able to find this webinar after this session gets over. Mrs. Lashmi have a question. How safe it is from hackers? So yeah, it's definitely safe. Mr. Harish, you want to take this?
No, ma'am, don't worry. It is safe. Like we have done our like hygiene part, so it is absolutely safe. Don't worry about it.
Mr. Gaurav Marwana have a question. Sir, will added studies to a chart will be saved after I've added some settings? Yeah, Mr. Gaurav. So that is the one issue which we are working into it, and we will try to sort out as soon as possible, so that whenever you have added indicator in your chart, that settings should be available when the next time you log in. Vinod Kumar have a question. After some time, chart rates stop updating unless refresh. Mr. Vinod Kumar, kindly check your browser, uh, and you can try different browser. And if still the issue is persistent, you can just get back to us. Mr. Rajkumar have asked, are you planning for any seminar in a hotel or a meeting hall? Mr. Harish, I think question for you.
Sir, we may plan, sir. Don't worry. We may plan.
Okay, so Rajkumar have also said a good presentation, guys. Thank you, Mr. Rajkumar, for your appreciation. Mr. Sujit have asked, in a chart, can I see 75-minute chart? No, Mr. Sumit. Then generally, the chart that we have shown to you, normally the client uses 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour time frame, or 1 day, 1 month, 1 week time frame. So all the standard version has been given in the chart. 75 minutes is something very odd. Normally, people don't use this time frame. So in this, as of now, it's not available. Mr. Venkat have in chart, there is no provision to save for the personal. Yeah, Mr. Venkat. So on that we are working and should get sorted out as soon as possible. Yeah,
Gaurav, I would like to add over here. So we have got this feedback that last visited thing should be saved, and we are already working on it. And again, very soon we will have this facility as well, wherein you will be able to save last used whatever you have used. Like you will be able to save it. So yeah, we are working on it.
Okay. So PUBG player have asked, join a bit late. Where can I rewatch it? So you can rewatch it in our YouTube channel. It will get uploaded in our YouTube channel, and you can rewatch the entire session over there. Mr. Bhaskar have a question. Can TradeSmart terminal be accessed from mobile? Mr. Bhaskar, as of now, no, unfortunately. So we have a mobile app. You can obviously use our mobile application. In that also we have many of a similar feature like charting and all. So you can watch and you can use the mobile application. For TradeSmart terminal, you have to go to our website and you have to log in from there only. Chandan have a question. KSEC recommendation is for intraday or what? So Chandan, the recommendation as I've shown you, there are three main subsection, which is fundamental, derivative, and short term. So whatever is the recommendation comes from our research team, whether it's intraday or whether it's short term, whether it's a fundamental, whether it's for derivative. So whatever is the time frame, everything will be mentioned in the page with the stop loss and target. Raj have a question. Kindly make the option of resizing the column. So you can do that. You can shift your column and you can resize it. Just take your mouse on the extreme right of your column and just you can resize it from there itself. Sanjay Sharma have a question. Can we trade global market with this? No, Sanjay, we cannot trade a global market with this. This is for the Indian market only. You can watch a global market news. So that why global market news is available, because the entire global market, including the Indian market, works in a way. Okay, so the entire market is going in a bearish trend. There's a possibility that the Indian market will also go in a bearish trend. That's why we have the global news available. So you can watch a global news, but global market trading obviously is not possible with this setup. Vikas have a suggestion. Your desktop application Kit Pro is very old. Any plan to upgrade it? Harish, you want to take this?
Yes, so we are planning to upgrade it. All the UI, UX, everything would be changed. So we are working on it. We have got the feedback from many clients as well that yeah, you rightly said that it's old and we need to work on it. And definitely work is going on, and we will very soon have a new UI, UX and a new version of KST as well.
Tony is asking, is it better for reading chart than trading view? So Tony, that is a very subjective question. So that is something that you have to, use a chart and you have to tell us whether this is better than trading view or not. For us, yeah, it's has all the indicators, all the features which is available. Murlidhar have asked difference between Kit Pro X and TradeSmart. So Murlidhar, Kit Pro X and TradeSmart are different in a way that Kit Pro or even the latest version of a Kit are a EXE platform. So you have to install that EXE in your system. TradeSmart is a web-based platform. So you just have to go to our website, you can log in and you can start doing trading. So this is the main difference between Kit Pro and TradeSmart. Sachin have a question. Can we alter indicator setting? Yeah, Sachin, you can. Just like you do it for the trading platform, you can alter your indicator setting. So we will do one thing. We will, since lots of questions are there on chart, we will, have a separate session maybe in the future on our charts also. So there are a few suggestions. We have noted down the suggestion also. Any other question, guys? You can please, enter your question right now. We are anyway running out of time, so we'll finish up the webinar soon. Sanjay Sharma have a question. How many indicator we can put in one chart? So you can add, as many as you can. Obviously, the suggestion will be not to add more than 3 or 5. Then the entire looks become very, you will not be able to read the chart. But you can add as many indicator as you want. So maybe the next time when we will do the entire webinar on a charting facility, we will cover the entire thing. And we will also show you exactly how many charts you can enter, how many indicator you can enter, and we will show you the live example of all those things. So I think, yeah. So Mr. Harish, I think we have covered the entire thing.
Guys, yeah, sure. So guys, I just want to tell you one thing. We keep upgrading based on your feedback. So please, guys, in case if you have any feedbacks with regards to this webinar or anything with regards to TST, please let us know, and we will be glad to hear from you and improve ourselves. Just wanted to update you about 2-3 things. That's an update which we got from our clients, and we have done that. So option chain we came up with link to Excel, but we got a feedback that what's the point when I cannot do a buy or a sell from an Excel sheet. So immediately a feedback was taken, and very soon we will have this thing that option chain you'll be able to download it on an Excel sheet, and you'll be able to buy or sell from there itself. Also, one more feature which we are coming up with is Watchlist. Like in the Watchlist, again, you will be able to download that particular your Watchlist into an Excel sheet, and again from there itself you will be able to do a buy or a sell as well. Okay, so based on your feedback, we keep improving, and as I got the feedback that UI UX need to improve, we are working on it, and definitely next time probably we'll very soon revamp everything, and you will see a newer version as well. On that note, probably we'll finish this call, and I think we have answered all the questions, and more than happy to take
Harish, yeah, just 1 second. So Joseph have asked why you're not answering my question. So Joseph, So Joseph, we have taken your feedback. So Joseph, I basically asked for why TLSO is not allowed in option. So Joseph, we have taken your feedback and we forward it to our backend team. So we have taken all the feedback, whichever feedback has been given. Obviously, due to the lack of time, we cannot take all the question. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I hope the session was useful for all of you. And signing off from here and from Harish. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much and signing off. Thank you.